Hey kids, what time is it?
What time is it?
It's community conversations time.
It's community conversations time. That's right. From the beaches of South Florida to the hills of Tennessee, from New York to Hawaii. Tell your friends that community conversations is about to inform the next generation with news, without fear, and educating them without opinion.
And a warm South Florida and Costa Rica welcome to all of you.
This 1 hour forum deepens connections, and it provides discussions on a range of topics including social emotional issues, improving relations with law enforcement, post-secondary education, careers, health and wellness, politics and race, inclusion and equality.
Focus on an initiative. Case in point tonight, you all were speaking about gun violence. Since I've been growing up, that's been a thing, especially living here in Florida.
Community Conversations, where it's all about highlighting the talented youth in our communities and the great things that they are doing.
In terms of encouraging women's involvement in civil rights activism.
Community Conversations.
Good evening to all our news-loving fans. It's now 7 p.m. Do not change the dial. This is not the Old Farts Network. You are watching Community Conversations. I am C. Ron Allen, sitting in for Denaya Strawn in Delray Beach.
And I am Robert Dodd.
And welcome to this week's episode of Community Conversations, which is dedicated to all the spring breakers who are listening tonight. I guess all the young people are on spring break, which left us.
If you have not heard yet, the city of Miami Beach sent out a strong message to the spring breakers this month. We're breaking up with you. That's right. The city released a new ad campaign last week in which it outlined its plan for the strict rules for the tourists. We have another banner show for you tonight, so sit back and get ready for this hour ride as we tell you about what happened in the group of astronauts in space.
Oh, yes. Then we'll have the 411 on a group of kids who spent last Saturday at the Cognizant Classic in Palm Beach Gardens.
And we will tell you about a spring break camp where students will be getting down and dirty in the swamp and will be making their own lunch from the garden. A story you will hear only on Community Conversation.
Wow, I need to be a part of that camp. Anyway, starting tomorrow, students across the U.S., including our very own Alex, will be ditching their pencils for a whole new college testing experience. Instead of taking the century-old SAT with paper and pencil, high school students will now take the test on a laptop or a tablet. The new version is also shorter, 2 hours instead of 3, and contains shorter reading passages. I guess they're trying to adapt to these young people. That's all right. Organizers believe the new digital format will also cut down on cheating, they say. Taking the SAT or the ACT was once a rite of passage for our students applying to college. And guess what? In some states, it's still required to graduate high school. Yep. Nowadays, most universities, though, no longer require it. However, the tide may be turning because this week, Brown University became the third of the 8 Ivy League schools to require the test for admission.
You know, Sarah, one of the smallest fish in the world makes one of the loudest sounds, and scientists now know how.
What fish is that? That must be what's the smallest fish out there? It had to be the what do you call it?
Dianella.
The Dianella. Yeah.
The Dianella. According to the Guardian, the Dianella. Help me with that word.
What?
That's a word.
We don't have this in the United States, so that must be the Dianella cerebrum. Cerebrum. Yeah, that.
It's the only one. It's only about the width of an adult human fingernail.
Wow, that's like this.
You know how small that is?
Holy cow!
But makes a sound as loud as a firecracker at 104 decibels.
Wow, 140 decibels.
Scientists in Berlin say they have discovered the noise coming from within the fish as it ribs and muscles forcibly rub together,
Mhm.
producing a rapid, loud drumming sound. As for why the fish make this sound, there's no clear answer, but scientists suspect it may help in navigating muddy waters
Mhm.
or warning off other
Big-
big fish.
I could see that because a fish that size, I'm trying to see. When I go to the pet store and I see those fish, at least I haven't seen one that size yet. So
It's almost like it's a newborn
tadpole,
baby,
like a tadpole, yeah.
You know, they're really small.
They say keep
And-
rubbing its what is this,
And-
ribs
and
against its
imagine that.
fins.
Making a loud sound and being that small.
I would like to would like to see a fish like that. Speaking of fish, we won't talk about it tonight, but who knows? John may end up hitting it. I just heard today that the Miami Seaquarium got booted. So remind me later on to talk about that because they're about to get kicked out of their lease in Florida. So and that's like a rites of passage too. Miami Seaquarium,
Yeah.
Lion Country Safari, Busch
Yeah.
Gardens, and those. Anyway, a 14-year-old wowing the crowd en route to becoming the youngest surfer to qualify for the upcoming Olympics. Okay. Sigi Yang is from China. Must be Denia Strawn. Boy, I don't know where they get these stories from. But anyway, Sigi Yang is from China, a country not known for surfing. But she made the cut following a stellar performance at the World Surfing Competition in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico hosting the Olympics trials? Wow. Her rise through the ranks began when she was just 9.
Just 9 years old.
9 years old. She admits she was afraid of the waves at first, but her dedication soon caught the eye of Japan's surfing coach, who believes his young protege has a super rad future. Do you know how to swim, man?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I was
okay.
taught. I had no choice. They threw me in the water and I learned how to swim.
Okay. Now, the 2024 Summer Games got you. That explains why. The 2024 Summer Games are being held in Paris, but the surfing venue will be half a world away in Tahiti, one of my favorite places, an island in French Polynesia in the Pacific Ocean. Tahiti, boy.
Right.
Talk about memories of that
Oh,
place.
yeah. Oh, okay. Hello, parents. Are you looking for something for your child to do during this spring break this year? Look no farther. Spring break is into fun with a week-long day camp that gives your child a taste of everything KOP meant. Oh, Jesus.
It's a mouthful.
How could I mess up an hour? Okay, KOP Mentor Network has to offer. It is available to children currently enrolled in the 3rd through 12th grade for $140. Drop in. We will be accepting $40 a day if room is available. Campers will be provided a morning breakfast, lunch, and afternoon snack. Campers will get to enjoy some of the popular activity such as drumming, dancing, painting, and trips to the ocean.
Truly an arts camp. It
Yes,
certainly is.
yes. Each day will provide participants with new experience, and along the highlights will be sessions on emotional intelligence and the beach volleyball. Wow. For more information, call 561-655-0151.
Wow. Beach volleyball. I know I'm going to be a part of that one. All right, folks, in space, we told you earlier that we can't get along here on Earth. Who said it? Was it Rodney King said, why can't we all get along? Well, in space, guess what? All countries get along.
They did.
A quartet of astronauts rode a SpaceX rocket off the launch pad at Cape Canaveral, Florida on Sunday night. They spent nearly 24 hours, or rather 28 hours, playing cosmic catch-up with the floating lab before docking early yesterday morning.
And did you see how they greeted each other?
No.
Oh, yes. When they opened that hatch and they greeted each other, they hugged.
Oh, come on now.
They took pictures.
After-
They took selfies.
When-
floating in space. They
wouldn't you after a flight to space, when you leave your home, I wonder what it's like leaving your home. I'm sure you guys are watching us now, wondering the same thing. When you leave your home, you kiss your families goodbye and hug and all that good stuff, not knowing if you'll ever make it back home alive. Because
That's true.
you know,
That's true.
it's one of these things. You're going
Yeah.
off to space, man. And
It's
oh,
just-
we'll now the text is coming in. Why do I have a beard? All right, we leave that for later on. Now is not time for that. Now this is time to tell the news. Leave that alone. But you look different. You look handsome. Well, thank you very much. But I will address
What
that
about
later
me?
on.
I'm handsome. Do you think I'm handsome?
Well,
Let me stop.
I guess they say, why am I wearing a beard? Well, we'll explain that later on. Anyway, yes, after leaving home, not knowing whether you're going to make it back alive, as you know, happens to us any day right here on Earth anyway, you're going to greet those folks up in space. I can just imagine that experience. That's one I definitely would like to see, like to experience. It's not on my bucket list, but we can easily go to the Space Center, Kennedy Space Center, and speak to some of those astronauts to get that.
That would be a nice trip.
Yes, but as I was saying, 3 of those are from the U.S. and 1 is a cosmonaut from Russia. Denaya Strawn, I know she's listening, or probably in the back, in the studio in the back. Is she there? Okay, but astronauts are from the United States. Cosmonauts are from Russia. They had to be different, so they call them cosmonauts. We call them astronauts, or we had to be different. One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not always right, but anyway, we're astronauts. They're cosmonauts. Okay, they'll replace 4 soon-to-be homebound space scientists from Russia, Switzerland, Japan, and the U.S. I just wish the world would, you know, just take a page from what happened in space.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you got Russian, Switzerland, Japan, Japanese, Russian, Switzerland. What do you call people from Switzerland? We call them Russians from Russia,
Mm-hmm.
Japanese from Japan. What do you call those from the U.S.? U.S.'s?
Switzerland.
Swiss. Oh, someone just typed in Swiss. We
Yeah.
call them Swiss. And what do you call those from the United States? United States is? Anyway,
Yeah.
according to
Moving on.
I told y'all, you know, you got 2 old farts here. Hey, anything likely to happen.
Hey.
This is one of those shows, I'm sure, Jeremiah, when we do the bloopers at the end of the year. Anyway, according to NASA, more than 270 space explorers from 20 countries have visited the station, which is more than 200 miles above Earth, bigger than a house, has 6 sleeping quarters, a kitchen, a gym, and above all, killer views. Man, I would love to have that experience
Oh,
up in
yeah.
space, man. Just looking down. I know
I-
being in an airplane when you look
It's
down.
got to be exciting, man. It's got to be exciting. It's what an experience.
Yeah.
You know, to look down at the earth, going down small.
I remember as a
Well,
kid when my
yeah.
my teacher, Miss Wright, I think I was in
Mhm.
3rd grade. No, Miss Duncan. I was in 4th grade then. And she was telling us about when she flew in an airplane, and she was telling us about the roads, how narrow the roads are, and how
Mhm.
people you could hardly see. you
That
couldn't
is
see
true.
people.
That is true.
And I just couldn't wait for that experience to be up in the plane. That's why every opportunity I get to take young kids up
Mhm.
just to experience
Oh
that.
yes, yeah. You know what? And quickly, let me share it with you. My first plane, I was scared to fly.
Uh-huh.
I was scared to fly. Okay, and I had to drive down to Miami with a load of furniture to drop off at the stores in
Mhm.
Miami, and we had to fly back. I got on the plane, and
Was
I
it
took-
Pan Am?
no,
It
I don't
had to be
know.
Eastern Pan Am or
Oh, I don't remember.
Ms. Franklin, if you're listening, back in 1942, what airline was running back then? What airline was flying back then? 1942.
No, it was it was 69, 70. Okay, but anyway, what happened? I got on the plane, I got the window, and it was my first time. I was nervous, right? And when the plane started taking off, I'm looking out the window, and when it left the ground, I said, "Oh man, I'm in the air," you know. And I was so excited when we came and said, "Do you know they gave you a pill back there to
Yeah,
calm
right.
me down?" They asked me if I needed a pill. You know, it was my first flight. You
Oh
understand?
my God.
And I was so scared, but yet it was exciting.
Exciting.
And then I looked down and little dots you could see
Uh-huh.
of the road and the cars.
National, someone said must be National Airlines. Okay.
Oh,
National Airlines.
But
back
anyway,
then.
it was an experience. And after that, you couldn't stop me from flying.
Right. Oh, it's all right.
Oh, but now anyway, it turned out that some of the firefighters battling the mass fires we've been telling you about in Texas included teenagers. Nine junior members of the Hoover Volunteer Fire Department were paired with experienced adult battling the Smokehouse Creek wildfire around the town. The teenagers ranged from 14 to 17 and were given various responsibilities like providing water and supplies to the members in the field to hose down the fires and heated grass. 15-year-old Gage Hartman told ABC News he felt some fear as he came close to that smoke and fire. But once you get used to it, it wasn't scary. It was more of a get through it with you'll be fine. Let me repeat that. It's more if you get through it, you will be fine. As for his mother, she told the network she immensely
She was immensely proud.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, she was immensely proud of her son's courage, stepping up when the community needed all the help it could. I would be proud of my
Yeah,
child
come on,
too.
man. Volunteer departments. We don't have volunteer departments, at least down here up north. We still have a lot of volunteer fire departments. But I remember back in the 80s, even 90s, the town of Ocean Ridge, a small town here in South Florida, had a volunteer public safety department, just like a fire department. I was a part of that as a reporter, and I enjoyed going out there. We only had one major disaster. It wasn't even a disaster. We had a fire in town in the entire years. I think I was on there for about 3 years. But it's a joy being able to give back to your community as a volunteer firefighter. And as an experience. Speaking of firefighting, I had a chance to speak with the Chief Card, the fire chief of the city of Riviera Beach today. Wonderful guy. Can't say enough about him. Just a wonderful human being. And one of the things that he started a program in town where he is trying to attract, as many fire departments are trying to attract more youth, trying to get more youth involved in the fire industry. Excuse me. And he's so cool. He said, oftentimes you speak to kids, in fact, we definitely got to get him on the show. He said, oftentimes you speak to kids, they want to play football or basketball or some other sport because, talking about the money, excuse me, to be made. Well, one of the things he said was, look, I tell him about, you can get a contract. We can give you a contract too. Look at all the money you can make. You have dental. He said, you put out the package and it's a multi-million-dollar package you're getting. You have dental, you have medical, you have all the benefits.
That's right.
And you can retire with 100% pension depending on what cities you work in. I thought it was pretty interesting how he said that, but we definitely got to get him on the show to share with these young people, opportunities for fire science, because that's a career. Like you said, this is not a job. This is a career you're actually, signing up for. So I thought it was interesting. You mentioned the kids down in Texas volunteering to save their community. Anyway, interesting. I don't know where these kids get these stories from, but a big traffic jam on a busy highway in Cleveland was caused by an unusual problem. Apparently, 2 police horses highlighting it to freedom. Video from the Ohio Department of Transportation showed the animals trotting on the side of Interstate 90 Saturday afternoon, heading west in the eastbound lanes. Police sergeant told reporters that his 4-legged colleagues got loose during routine care and exercise and they were promptly recovered. And steps are now being taken to make sure they don't go on the lam again.
Oh, you know what? When you brought up about the accident, you know there was a major accident in Delray last night
No.
on Atlantic Avenue and Congress.
Now, what do you
I
mean
think-
major? Y'all see police and
Let-
fires.
let
If
me
you see a
explain.
wrecked car, you call it major. And,
Not a
and
wreck. It was 5 cars, at least 5 cars
that
involved.
don't mean it's major. Because 5 cars,
I
that
didn't-
just,
well,
that just
yeah.
means jobs for
Well,
people
let
like
me
Rick
put it
and
this
all
way.
those body
There
workers.
was a 5-car
Crash.
accident.
Okay, that'll make news. 5-car crash will
I
make
don't know.
news.
It might have been somebody. It was,
Okay,
Hey,
I
well,
love it
anyway.
when y'all say major crash. You come cover this. No, that because 5 cars crash,
Well,
it happens.
well,
You're
you know,
gonna have crash. You got
looking
people
at-
driving, especially those New
Let me
Yorkers.
explain.
Y'all New Yorkers
I
come
guess
down
why I
there.
said it that way because looking at the accident,
Mhm.
it looked like somebody probably could have gotten severely hurt.
Okay,
Okay, because of the mass damage to the cars.
all right, severely hurt. Okay, all right.
Okay, but anyway, let me.
If
get
someone
back.
watching from the Delray Police Department and can tell me, give us an update on that severe, massive crash that happened on
Oh.
Atlantic Avenue last night,
Let's keep
do
it
so,
simple.
please.
We're
Keep
gonna
it simple.
Keep it simple. We're gonna keep it simple.
All
The
right.
accident.
The crash. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Self-checkout is coming to the airport security beginning Monday. Selected passengers leaving, according to the Washington Post, during its initial phase, the groundbreaking pilot program will be available to all pre-check passengers in the Terminal 3 of the Harry Reid International Airport.
And that's in Las Vegas for you guys who have never been to Sin City. If you've been to Las Vegas, you can check out yourself. I guess they have so many people coming in, they say, hey, let's use it.
Instead of being guided by, the human agents, flyers will be moved through, flyers
Mhm.
will be moved through the security with the help of the instructional video and what is this?
Avatar.
Avatar.
Well, that's those little things that said, come this way, little.
Oh, that's what the
Yeah.
things are?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Avatars. The new TSA system is the latest
Mhm.
in
It's another one of those. Denia Strong's word. The latest innovation. Wow.
Wow.
I bet they're going to fit that in a name somewhere. The Innovation
Thank
Highway.
you, Denia. Okay. Innovation rolling out at the airport.
Fittingly.
Oh, Denia, I'm gonna
They
get
know
you.
they know what they were doing for you
Yeah,
tonight, boy.
okay. Fittingly named innovate. I'm stumbling like anything. Well, anyway,
It's called the Innovation Checkpoint.
checkpoint. Okay, a testing ground for the TSA latest technologies.
Wow, that's interesting though,
Yeah.
because you see, you gotta look at the bigger picture here.
Yeah.
They are telling you guys, smokescreen. They're telling you guys that, oh guys, we're gonna have these new devices at the airport to
Mhm.
help you come through. But guess what? Well, they don't tell you guys that they're gonna be cutting back on TSA agents.
Yeah,
That's job security.
They already
right?
done started.
Avatar. Look, when you see avatars and TS, what do you call the other one? Chat GPT. What do you call those?
which one?
AIs. Thank you, Jeremiah. AIs. When you see all these AIs and these new devices, they claim they're trying to help you, trying to make travel safer and expedient. No, that's job security. They're going to be cutting positions pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, let me remind you folks that our Fund the Future of Journalism campaign is in full swing, and we hope you can join us. We have fun here every Friday night. Yes, we're a nonprofit, and every penny you give, all donations go right back to producing this broadcast and helping us expand into more homes and schools. You may make your donations through our secure portal on our website at www.kopmn.org, or you can call us at 561-665-0151. Let me ask you, have you ever heard people complaining all the time that, what was that? C-Ron Maddow. What do you mean by that? Who's Rachel Maddow?
MSNBC.
Oh, no, this is not MSNBC. No,
Thank
no,
you.
No, this is community
Good
conversation.
Leave it at home.
Is that how she does it? Anyway, have you ever heard people complaining all the time that all they see on the news is bad things? They never report the good news. We hear that all the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's really not true, because
No.
here at Community Conversations, we take full advantage and make sure you have a dose of good news about what kids are saying and doing around the world and even abroad.
So if you know someone who should be hanging out with us, please take a moment and call or text them and let them know that Community Conversation is on. You have time. They won't miss much.
Interesting. Folks are texting us and saying that, wow, they like the new combination with all two old fart, two geezers. all the names are coming in. Hey,
Wow.
that's all right, geezers.
Blowing up my phone.
Wow. Anyway, if this is your first time hanging with us, welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I mean,
You know what? Listen, don't worry about it. You know what? But one thing about Community Conversation is about having fun and being educated at the same time. You know, so this is what we're doing. You know, this is the older generation of this week.
oh, the blue. Oh, this is the blue. Oh my God, this is the blue hair team. the geezers. So, Simon, have you started soaking your dentures yet? I'm gonna get y'all. Anyway, we have been providing unfiltered news about what young people and old people too are doing around the globe for the past 3 years. We're committed to ensuring you have the latest local news about youth, whether it's about them doing great things on the court or even in the house of worship. Bring them on, Jeremiah. It's now time for rescue. Come on,
Rescue.
Brother John.
Brother John.
When I move my body just like this, I don't know why, but I feel like freedom. I hear a song that takes me back, and I let go with so much freedom. Freedom, I'm gonna get, 'cause it's my freedom.
Brother man, what's going on, man?
Hey, John.
Man, y'all boys been wilding out tonight.
Deny a strong plan, this boy. She texted me about 3 minutes till. She said, guess what? Alex is not here. Neither is Amelia. And my computer's acting out. Can you and Mr. Dodd do it tonight?
Man, so they leaving it to us tonight, huh?
Leave it up to us. Yeah, three blind mice. You know, that's all right. Y'all bring the jokes on now. Bring it on.
John, they threw it on me, man. At the last minute, I called to find out where we're gonna be at, and next thing I know, well, you're gonna be on tonight.
Man,
Oh man,
it's
So
not
what's
been
going
an
on, bro? How was the
entertaining
week?
show for sure.
How was the
It's
week,
definitely
man?
been an entertaining show.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're giving them so much material for the bloopers at the end of the year.
But like Mr. Dodd said, man, it's about enjoying each other, having fun.
Yeah.
It's a Friday night, man. We'll touch on the news, but we'll also have a little fun as well. So
Yeah, speaking about telling the news, man, I don't know about you, John. The news is so depressing. I used to hear people say that when I was in the news, when I was delivering the news. I used to hear people say that all the time. But now, dude, I'm getting the news on my phone because I have time to watch the daily news on the the regular newscast. And my phone just been going off throughout the day now with all these news, and it's so depressing, man. I don't know how people deal with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, we had the State of the Union last night.
How was that? How was that?
It was good.
It was.
I was proud of him. I'll be honest with you. Man. I was proud of him.
Biden got a lot of positive reviews from the State of the Union. I did have a chance to listen to it, as it's really setting the stage for the November election.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, politics right now in this country is just so polarizing. I mean, everything he said, the Democrats would stand up and the Republicans wouldn't clap, it's gotten to the point now where I don't know if we agree on anything between the two parties.
Right.
Yeah, man. I don't know if part of it is the theatrics of it. Not showing your support to your constituents back home, where you're representing, whether you're a House of Representative, Senator, but yeah, man, it's almost like everything you said the Democrats loved and everything you said the Republicans hated. I couldn't even really pick out, in the past there used to be at least some things I think we could all agree on. Now, I don't think we agree on anything. I mean, you look up in the sky, is the sky blue? No, it's purple. And so, it's just some basic things that you would think that we would be able to agree on, but that's not the case. But I would say from a performance perspective, I think Biden did a good job. And so, it's just setting the stage for November.
One of the things I'd like to do, since we are a program that believe in educating our young people, to use this platform for those watching, we use this platform to educate, inform. Yeah, we have fun, but what I'd like to do is bring, after the election, obviously, when it's over, bring in someone, a former senator or a congressperson, to truly give us a sense of, is this just theatrics or what? Do people, when they're holding off from, you have folks who the president puts out an edict or a plan to help people, to help the country, but you're going to vote against it. You're going to toe party line. What's going through people's mindset? Are they pandering to their constituencies? Is it just a job? That's a lot of questions I have for whoever want to come. And I know quite a few of them who have nothing to lose, so they'll be honest. And so start getting your questions together, because I want to have a night when we just spend probably the entire darn hour and just talk to them about this, because the country's at a stalemate. When you do things like this, are you doing it because you want to make sure you go back to your North Dakota or your South Dakota constituency to have a job for the next 4 years or 2 years? Or come on now. But anyway.
I mean, there's a lot of, important issues. I mean, of course, here in the state of Florida, any of the diversity, equity, and inclusion, you have, women's reproductive rights, the Voting Rights Act, civil rights, and I know he pushed for the Voting Rights Act with John Lewis. So yeah, man, it's just a lot of issues out there. They talked about the border, immigration, of course, the economy. I mean, there's so much nuance that you can pull out, but I mean, it is what it is, So
yeah, I know last night, speaking of it, you mentioned the election. Tomorrow, you guys going to be out canvassing in the city of Delray Beach.
I know. I wish I could have been there, but shout outs to. I mean, we have a basketball game against Memphis tomorrow.
Where are you guys tonight? Are you home tonight or you're out?
We're Saturday. We Saturday at noon. So tomorrow at noon we're at home.
Home game. Okay.
CBS against Memphis. So our last home basketball game of the season. But yeah, no, the brothers of the South Palm Beach, the Omicron Psi Lambda chapter will be out canvassing, getting prepared for primaries, and then of course the general election in November. So
yeah, that's good. They're gonna be canvassing around the city of Delray Beach. So if you see some men in black and gold, you know what they're doing. They're out knocking on doors and encouraging people to exercise their rights. Speaking of which, this past Saturday, John, this old man next to me here and I and a few others took about 20 students from the East Coast, from our region, our coverage region, from Riviera Beach to Delray to the Cognizant Classic, which is the the PGA Tour event held at the PGA National Resort Championship Golf Course. I'm telling you, man, it was an experience. Some of you probably remember the old Honda Classic, same event, new name, but these kids, man, and they had a unique opportunity to learn about the media and sports industry, John, when they had a chance to participate in what's called the Back of the House Tour, which is organized by the Palm Beach County Sports Commission, the Cognizant Classic, and the Inner City Youth Golfers. How was your experience?
I really enjoyed it, just to be there and seeing them doing this. No, actually, let me just put it where it is. I enjoyed seeing the kids enjoying themselves and getting the education, being exposed to this. They were excited.
Yeah. John, they got a chance to see the TV network and journalists cover the game, and had a chance to interact with professionals from different fields. They met producers, they met reporters, camera operators, editors, and public relations people. They had a chance to spend that day. Things that me and you and average people never experienced. They saw how that old operation works. And, they went to the media center, visited the media center. That's where right. They witnessed firsthand journalists from around the world filing their stories in real time. And it's an experience to see. One of those things, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the partnership between KOP Mentor Network and Inner City Youth Golfers. Malachi Knowles, who is and his wife, Essie Knowles, founders of ICYG. They truly believe, they live the dream that exposing young people to the media and sports fields can, if you will, spark an interest and passion, and open their eyes to the various careers and possibilities, John, that exist in these industries. And throughout the year, they hold weekly workshops every Saturday. Once a month, they hold monthly workshops to help them hone their mettle and take them on field trips, such as Saturdays, to expose them to another world. It was an experience. I had a chance to speak to some of the students this week, and they had a memorable and enriching experience.
That's what
we hope that this will inspire them, or at least some of them, if you will, to pursue their goals and aspirations. I was hoping Denia Strawn was here tonight, but Jeremiah, are you there? Can you join us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, how was your experience, Jeremiah?
It was fun.
I
got to learn a lot of stuff about golf and see a lot of things.
Sound just like an engineer. It was fun. It was fun. What was so fun about it?
It was that because we
the food.
I wouldn't say the food. Food was okay.
Okay.
It was more the experience.
John, it was one of these things. Whether you were a first time, at the tournament, or a long time fan like the old fart sitting next to me, this classic though had something for everyone. It had the Midas Family Day, the long-standing Pratt and Whitney Patriots Outpost, which was a hot item, stopping point for everyone, for most people at least. Local restaurant options, and all the action-packed competition at the famous Gooselings Beer Trap. The kids, as you can imagine, they hauled off all the crap they could get. They kept, the moment we got there, they started giving them
everything and anything.
Good Lord. It's like, come on, people.
And then they try to get me to carry it.
And guess where all that
in the band.
Guess where all that ended up, John? in the van.
Yeah.
I'm still every day. I'm still looking around, and balls are rolling on the seats up front. So overall, though, it was a great experience.
They enjoyed themselves. Really, they did.
Yeah,
they really, really enjoyed themselves. You could see it on their faces the whole time.
Yeah. Brother John, remember on Sunday, friendly reminder to stock up on your sleep, bro, while you can.
Yeah, no, the clocks change on us this weekend.
As they say, daylight saving time returns this weekend, which means on Sunday at 2 a.m., most of the U.S. will lose an hour of shut-eye. Let me have that script. An hour of shut-eye as clocks spring ahead to 3 a.m.
Is it at 2?
2 a.m. Always at 2 a.m.
2, okay.
Why you think at 2 a.m.? Why you think at 2 a.m., John?
I know I'll be asleep.
You're
I mean, I think that's the part of the night where I assume whether it's money markets. I mean, I think that's just that's the only
everybody
part
should
of the
be
night
asleep then.
Where they're able to do it, because anything else will probably interfere.
They always say nothing good happened, and nothing good happened that time of the morning. Anyway, folks, the result would be millions of tired Americans and daylight that lasts well past dinner time.
That is the positive part.
Yeah, there are arguments for and against the twice-a-year time change, which many sleep experts saying it makes a mess of our biorhythms. And not just those of humans, by the way. According to Dr. Jerry Klein, Chief Veterinary Officer of the American Kennel Club. Good job, Denaya Strong. Y'all went a step further this time. Our four-legged friends will likely be up and looking for breakfast while their owners are still sound asleep. The latest push to stop the clock, ping pong, made it through the Senate in 2022, but didn't pass the House of Representatives. So apart from the game tomorrow, bro, I guess I'll see you. You got a game tomorrow, and then I'll see you Sunday. You're gonna be there Sunday for the meeting?
Yep, I will be there on Sunday.
All right, all alphas in town, if you're listening, make sure you find your way to the Spady Museum. You know where we meet. Sunday evening at 7:06 or 6:07. No, you show up at 7:06, you're late, right?
Yeah, it'd be 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock p.m. Well, what else is going on, Brother John? Anything else?
Not a whole lot, man. Which is good, man. We had spring break this past week at FAU.
Oh, you off this week?
So not off, but not as busy because our students were either traveling in competition or, vacationing somewhere with their family. So it was a pretty relaxed week. Got a chance to get a lot of things done. But yeah, no, I hope to enjoy myself a little bit this weekend, relax a little bit, and then get ready for the rest of this push for this academic year.
Right. What about you, Mr. Dodd? What's helping?
What about me?
What's going on this weekend?
Well, this weekend, Sunday actually I'm going to be at the Art Garage.
What's happening Sunday? Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Yes. Sunday we go into the Art
what's
Garage.
happening with there's a Tuskegee, John, did I say?
Yep.
Yeah, that starts at 7. So
that starts at 7.
I'll be at the meeting, and then I got to jet out of there. So 7 p.m. You got to script the Tuskegee Airmen video. The video play is
Black Angels over Tuskegee at the Arts Garage on Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m.
Right.
Yeah. So if I'll be there. In fact, I plan on showing my face at the meeting, get something to eat, and jet out. All right. Well, all right then, brother. It's been that time. We'll see you on Sunday, and
absolutely good, brother.
Speaking of which, next week one of my dear friends from the military, Arthur Drago, John, he's gonna be jumping the broom. So
nice. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, it's going to be Friday evening at 4 p.m. wedding. So I'm sure this time I'll probably be trying to catch the garter around this time, huh? When they had a reception, right? So
what you gonna do with it?
put on my car, you know, over the rearview mirror. Isn't that what they do? They put the rearview mirror right around with it. Hey, I caught this.
They need to video that one.
But either way, I'm sure you guys are going to have fun here without me. Denaya might pull another fast one. Who knows? Anyway, bro, you be good, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too, good brother.
Take care.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.
And good night, folks. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Okay. Here at Community Conversations, we take full advantage of our remote technology to engage the next generation with news that will inform without fear and educate without opinion.
Alrighty, and birthday shout out video go out to happy birthday to my darling dear sister Nadine Allen. I always miss her birthday. Guess what? Always miss her birthday. But this year, girl, I'm giving you a national shout out.
That's right.
Nisa Bush and Miss Takari Morris, a family member of the Community Conversations family.
From all our friends here at the Community Conversation,
happy birthday. Come on, Jeremiah. Let's hit it.
Oh, you want me to sing?
Thanks to all the adults, parents, grandparents, educators, and responsible community servants who every Friday night hang out with us to share ideas and install values in us, the leaders of tomorrow. We hear from you in the streets, we get your texts and emails, and we value your feedback. You are indeed contributing to your community as our mentors, and for that we say thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Madison from Kingston, Jamaica, and I just want to give a big up to Community Conversations. We watch you, we love you, and we really enjoy what you do. Thank you so much and keep up the good work.
Can I call you Rose? 'Cause your thorns won't let love in too soon. Can I call you Rose? 'Cause your roots have the power to consume me. I wanna plant you in my heart. Oh, so let
Here at KOP, we believe that leadership training prepares youth to manage their time, work in a team setting, set goals, start conversations, facilitate meetings, and make effective presentations, all of which are positive life skills that they will carry into adulthood. Please direct your attention to our friend, Mr. John Maxwell, for our Leadership Minute.
Hi, John Maxwell here. I'm glad you're with me on Minute with Maxwell. And we're talking about parenting with purpose. And Margaret and I had 5 things that as parents, we wanted to make sure that we had instilled in our children's lives so that it would help them to become good, mature adults. And so I've talked about attitude, responsibility, relationships. And the fourth thing that we decided we really wanted to commit ourselves to was helping our children with their self-image. Because here's what I know. Let's say from a 1 to a 10, I have an average self-image, and so I'm a 5. Here's what I know about that self-image. If I see myself as a 5, first of all, the people that become my friends will be in that level, in that category of about 5 also. I won't go after 8s, 9s, and 10s because I'll not see myself as fitting into them. I'll see them as better than I am, and so therefore I will avoid them. In other words, my self-image determines the friends that I'm going to hang around with. And I'll tell you right else, your self-image determines who you marry. I've often said that we marry according to our self-image. And if you want to marry up, you got to have a good self-image. And if you don't have a good self-image, you're probably going to marry down. But everything about my behavior is going to be based upon not how I see other people, not how I see the job, not how I see my school and my friends and my teachers. It's going to be based all on how I see me. You see, I see you not as you are. I see you as I am. So if I see me as a 5, guess what? When you come around, I'm going to probably see you as a 5 also. If I have something challenging before me, if I just have an average self-image, I probably won't take the challenge because I won't see myself as accomplishing something that is worthwhile or difficult or a mountain to climb. And so we really worked hard with our kids, helping them to see themselves well. I want to say one more thing on this, and that is you've got to allow your children to get some wins under the belt. The quicker that you can find the strengths of what your kids are good at and then put them there and let them get some wins under their giftedness and abilities, the more you build up that self-image. Because you can be positive toward your children, but unless they have positive results and put some wins under the belt, they'll just think that it's what you tell them, but it's not what they've experienced. And so therefore, their self-image won't be solid. It won't be whole. It won't be complete. Anyway, we talked about self-image, worked with it our kids. I hope that helps you. I'm glad you're with me today on Minute with Maxwell.
Those new tiles are falling right into place until you run out of, what are those called again? Oh, right. The Home Depot app is made for doing that doesn't miss a beat, so you can find what you need fast and keep things moving in the right direction. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
Once you join KW Commercial Community, then the world of commercial real estate business opens up to you. KW Commercial is a community of 2,500 plus brokers and growing. Once you're inside the community, you have access to specific commercial real estate tools that all the other residential agents don't have access to. You have access to specific training on showing you how to become a top producing commercial broker. You have networking events, you have masterminds, you have a marketing package. You also have the relationships with other people who are inside the community who have experienced success at a higher level or a different market that you can tap into and learn and grow from. We have the answer within our organization.
I got homes for sale, condos. I got homes for sale, townhomes. I got homes for sale, single family. I got homes I got homes for sale, townhomes. I got homes for sale, single family. I got homes for sale, condos. I got homes for sale, townhomes. I got homes for sale, condos. I got homes for sale, townhomes. I got homes for sale, single family. I got homes for sale, condos. I got homes for sale, townhomes. I got homes for sale, single family. I got homes for sale, condos. I got homes for sale, townhomes.
The cinematographer and engineer behind tonight's show is our superstar Jeremiah, a proud product of Dr. Kwan, Guardian High School. To find our past community conversation, visit our YouTube channel and type in KOP Mentoring Network in the search bar.
Let's go back to the dancers. That video Jeremiah just showed us, man, the video of the week. That was an awesome. Those three young ladies.
You know what? I was trying to figure out, was that two young ladies on the bottom, and she was on
three
top?
young ladies. Yeah, three young ladies.
That's amazing.
Yep,
that is amazing. Coordination on that is awesome.
It just shows the amazing talent that we have out there. And
yes.
All right, folks. Tonight's show is produced by the illustrious Denia Strawn, a 10th grader at Atlantic High School in Delray Beach, and she has Palm Beach County, Florida, like anybody cares. But I'm just the messenger. This segment is brought to you by the Women's Club of Delray Beach, which has been improving the quality of life for residents of Delray Beach since its inception in 1902. The Women's Club of Delray Beach, formerly the Ladies Improvement Society, was founded by a group of 18 women who were credited with establishing a lot of programs around the city. In fact, the building we're coming to you from is where they meet. This is their house. This is their building. It's part of the General Federation of Women's Club, which was founded in 1890 as an international women's organization dedicated to community improvement by enhancing the lives of others. It's one of the world's largest and oldest women's volunteer service organizations. Wow, that's a mouthful. See, that's why they need to have a person like a Joyce Patrick to just talk about this so we can play it. Accomplishments include establishing the city's public library, building a ward at Bethesda Memorial Hospital, raising the money to build a bridge over the Intercoastal Waterway on Atlantic Avenue, and several other perks and benefits we enjoy in the city of Delray Beach, like I said, including this building from which we're broadcasting. You may learn more about the Women's Club by visiting DelrayWomen'sClub.com. Before we move on, we do have a video from this Saturday's trip to the Honda Classic, the Cognizant Classic, and I aired earlier. I should have had Jeremiah play that. So go ahead and play it, Jeremiah. Yes, sir.
Like you lost another one.
represents opportunity. You got your whole life ahead of you. What we want you to make sure that you understand and recognize and realize and that the sky is the limit. You had Mr. Don that talked to you a little bit earlier. Myself, we are now associated with professional golf. He's a college football player, I was a college basketball player. Golf spans every aspect, every discipline, everything that you want to think of. You can get it done in golf, you can get it done through golf. Like I said earlier, we employ doctors, we employ lawyers, we employ technicians, we employ everybody in the sim industry. When you're walking around and enjoying the rest of the day, just remember, if you want to go down the avenue of golf, there's a path for you to be successful. More importantly, the sky is the limit. Make sure that you continue to dream. I never dreamt of being in the position that I was in. I always thought I wanted to be in basketball. Anytime whether I was playing.
Yes, thank you. Great job there, Jeremiah, on that video.
Before we go, shout out to our community conversation classroom.
We have Miss Maber's Tigers, who are Tiger True at Mary Orr Intermediate in Mansfield, Texas. We also have Mrs. Thayer's Lancers at Oakland School in Auburn Hills, Michigan. And Mrs. Hertig's school students at Fairview Home of the Black and Gold in Sherwood, Ohio. Then we have Mrs. Hubbard and Miss Hanley and Miss Lee and their Tigers at John F. Kennedy in Somerville, Massachusetts. A lot of Tigers here. And finally, we have Miss L and her Aggies at the Life Skills Classroom at Poteet Junior High in Poteet, Texas. Come on, man. How many of y'all? Wow, you got a lot of folks this week. Shout out this week. And finally, we have Mrs. Zeller and her students at Maple Avenue in Goffstown, New Hampshire in the house. Yeah. So we have one more. Welcome to New Hampshire.
Yes.
Wow,
welcome.
New Hampshire is in the house. We're going to have a way to start celebrating these. I'm sure we've been telling folks 24 different states. We're in more than 24 states now. New Hampshire in the house. You know what I need, Jeremiah and good night. I need a map back here with all the different states where we have we've done shout outs.
That would be nice. Yeah.
That'd be nice to be able to say shout out. Now, folks, that'll about do for this week's episode of Community Conversations, the Old Farts edition. Please join us again next week when we will have another dose of news by and about community, what young people are doing both in their local communities and around the world. From the entire team, have a safe and enjoyable weekend.
And remember to turn your clocks ahead 1 hour.
Goodbye.
Thank you for tuning in for another amazing rendition of Community Conversations. If you like what you saw tonight, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing with friends, families, and even acquaintances. Be sure to tune back next week for another amazing edition of Community Conversation.